Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So I was just about to head out to go get some groceries when I looked outside and this box was out there waiting for me. I thought this is a perfect time for me to tell you about this. Now this here is a box of groceries from a company called Misfits Market. And what they do is they take certain groceries, fruits, vegetables, dried goods, things like that, that normally wouldn't sell at a grocery store, maybe because the vegetables look a little bit weird, or maybe there's an overstock issue, or whatever the case may be, and they sell it directly to you. So it's their way of trying to cut down on food waste and also save you a little bit of money in the long term. And they also have some partnerships with food providers, food makers and producers to pass those savings along to you as well. So I decided to give this a shot. Now, the interesting thing about this is there's no monthly subscription. There's a whole lot of different food comes to your house services that require some type of commitment every week or every other week, or maybe they let you choose how often you want to do it. Not so much with this. There is no monthly subscription. So after you sign up, they give you a certain amount of time that you can do your shopping and a certain day that you're going to receive your food. And the selection of things that they have, it changes every week because they're doing a lot of wheeling and dealing. So let's check out some of the things I got, check out some of the quality of it, and then we'll break down roughly how much money I saved or not, or how much money that you could save in the long run, because they say you can save up to 40% compared to your regular grocery store. And they sell organic stuff, so this is all organic. So keep that in mind when we start looking at the prices. But for now, let's open up this box. Okay, so let's take a look. What do we got here? Oh, here's something that I definitely wanted to show. So this is something that they had in there for a penny. This is plant-based organic milk. It's just really small, a little straw squeeze box kind of thing, but it was 1 penny. So I'm like, yeah, throw that in there. Why not? So that's a little fun thing. I also got some Great Lakes sun-dried apricots, or apricots. How do you pronounce it? I always call them apricots. And I also got 2 small avocados. Tell me what you think about these avocados. I'm looking at them. They look fine to me. Doesn't look like anything that would be too unlike what you will find in a grocery store. My wife likes avocados, so I'll let her take a look at these and see what she thinks about them. I also have a couple of cucumbers here, and these are, of course, organic cucumbers. These cucumbers, they look fine. They look normal. There's nothing abnormal about these cucumbers to me. All right, so put that away. Also got some fruit. Got some blueberries here that they wrapped inside of this cardboard. California Giant Berry Farms organic blueberries. So this is a 6-ounce container of blueberries here. And I also got some meat. So they do provide meat products, and they come in this separate bag to keep things cold, along with the little freezing gel that they have. BioDrain Sink Safe Gel Pack. All right. So the first thing I got was some organic, everything's organic. This is Ribeye Steak. Now this is 10 ounces, so it's not the biggest ribeye steak. You go into a grocery store, they usually charge by the pound. So they would normally have steak that is, bigger than this. But like I said, we'll go through the different prices and stuff after all this. And then I also got some Applewood smoked uncured bacon. Got a 2-pack of some Knorr organic probiotic Skyr strawberry and rhubarb yogurt. Such fancy words. Let's see. We got a couple more things in here. These are boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and these are 14 ounces. And then here's some grass-fed ground beef 80/20, 1 pound of this stuff. And I think that's it. So that's all I got. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then we're gonna go through a little bit of a comparison as far as price is concerned, compare it to some other stores in the area, get a rough idea of how much money was saved, lost, or just broke even. So let's see what happened. So by now I tried out most of the things that came in my Misfits Market order, and I have to say I really did enjoy the products. I thought the bacon was really good, the yogurt was good. My wife said that the avocados and cucumbers, they turned out great. So I don't have a problem with the quality of the products that they provided, but I still wanted to get a sense of how much money I saved or how much money I lost or how much money I could potentially save compared to another grocery store. So that's what I want to show here. Here is my Misfits Market order. You see that everything that I bought is right here and that the total came to $44.30. Now that's including a credit of $7.50 because this was my first order and there was a promo code attached to it. So that saved me some money. But if you don't have that code, and chances are you won't have a code like this every week, this same order, if I were to place it again and all the prices were the same, would have came out to be $51.80 for all these things. So I was thinking, what around me sells organic foods, or at least a place that would be very easy to find organic versions of everything that I bought and do a little price comparison. So I decided to try Whole Foods. So I put together a cart for Whole Foods Market, just a regular pick it up in an hour cart. And I know that Whole Foods is sort of like on the upper end of grocery stores, but I still thought that it would be a pretty fair comparison compared to what you get in Misfits Market. So as you can see here, this cart comes to $58.68. There are some discrepancies as far as the brands and how much quantity you get, and we'll go over those. But as you can see here, $58.68 compared to what would be the normal price from Misfits Market, which is $51.80, is not that far off. So let's just see some things that are different here. Now, one of the biggest differences is going to be for the ribeye steak. So you see here at Whole Foods, it's $18.99 a pound. But at the same time, the smallest steak that you can get is going to be 1 pound. Over on Misfits Market, the ribeye steak that I bought was $11.22, but it was only 10 ounces. So 16 ounces is a pound of steak, and this one was only 10 ounces. And I tried it the other day. It's a pretty small steak, so you're getting less. So it kind of makes sense that you would pay less for that steak compared to Whole Foods, which is giving you 6 additional ounces. So that was that discrepancy. The other one is for the chicken thighs down here, which is 14 ounces, which is still a little less than a pound, $4.07 from Misfits Market. And then I brought it over here to Whole Foods, and they charge $5.99 a pound, but the smallest you can get is 1.5 pounds. So once again, you're paying more money for this Whole Foods order, but at the same time, you're getting more product. So that makes sense. Everything else was kind of just towing the line here. The only other big discrepancy was the organic blueberries from Whole Foods, which is $5.99 for 12 ounces, and Misfits Market had 6 ounces for $4.07. So again, half of the amount of blueberries for $4.07, or you can double that amount for $5.99. So when I took all that into consideration, and then still saw that the total was going to be $58.68 compared to the $44.30 that I paid. But then again, in the future, it would be $51.80. It wasn't that big of a difference as far as saving money goes. And that's because you get less. Some things you get less for, and some things you pay a little bit more for. And it tries to balance itself out. But I think that the quantity that you would get from a place like Whole Foods would, to me, it would be worth paying the little bit of extra money, especially when you're talking about a ribeye steak. I would like one that's a little bit bigger. So I think that compared to the Misfits Market claim of saving up to 40% compared to a regular grocery store, I don't think that's untrue. I think that there's more truth to that if you were getting like exclusively their fruits and vegetables that they sell to you at a discount because they're not the prettiest things around. which is how I think Misfits Market kind of started out. But now it acts really more of an online grocery store where they have produce, they have meats, they have fish, and you can also buy wine from Misfits Market. So once you kind of make it into your own kind of online grocery store, I think that the amount of savings that you get starts to go down compared to if you were just trying to buy produce. At least that's my assumption of how it's going to be. But overall, I still think that Misfits Market is a good service. You do have to pay for shipping, so there's a $6.99 shipping fee, and I know no one likes to pay for shipping. But if it's worth your time to not have to leave your house and not have to go to the grocery store, and maybe the way the gas costs now, maybe you'll save that amount of money in gas if you just have the amount of food that you need delivered to you for the week, so that you won't have to go out. Maybe that's worth it to you. Or maybe you don't shop at Whole Foods. Maybe you shop at some place where you can get the organic foods that you want at a lower price. Maybe you can go to Aldi, perhaps Target or Walmart, and then maybe you can save a little bit more money that way as well. But as far as saving the up to 40%, that wasn't my experience, but I still do like the service. The products that they provided, they were good. I enjoyed them. So if you were to ask me, would I use Misfits Market all the time? The answer is no. I think it would be more like a supplemental alternative to doing traditional grocery shopping, mainly because the amount of products that they have varies from week to week. So if you want that more consistency, you have a brand, you have something that you really, really enjoy, and you know that is going to be at your local grocery store, you know that you can get it from there. But if you're just trying to get like regular produce and vegetables, maybe you're not dedicated to a certain brand and you just don't feel like going out, then you can use Misfits Market here and there in order to satisfy your grocery needs. And perhaps that $6.99 shipping price will be worth it for you, just to kind of hang back and relax in the comfort of your own home. So yeah, I thought it was a good service. I enjoyed the products, but it just didn't save me nearly as much as I hoped that it would. But of course, your experience may vary depending on what types of items you get and how much food typically goes for in your area and what it takes to get you to that store. But yeah, I still think that you should give it a shot. It's not subscription based, so you can just try it, see if you like it, and then if you don't want to buy from them anymore, you just don't have to. But I do think that that it was a nice experience and I wouldn't mind trying it again. So yeah, anyway, that's my take on Misfits Market. Go ahead, give it a shot if you want. I'll leave a link in the description where you will be able to sign up for it, and keep your eye out around the internet, or maybe when you go to the website, they'll present you with a promo code so that you can get a little bit of money off on that first order. So thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Jeremy. I'll talk to you later.